everyone. I'm Kumari, and this week I'm going to talk about my migration journey to America. Before I begin my journey, I wanted to talk to you about a little bit about my refugee life. So, I was living in refugee camp in Nepal with my parents and my three siblings. In 2008, there came a third country resettlement. My brother and I decided to come to the United States of America, but my parents denied it. They were worried about our future. They even said, we at least have basic needs here in refugee camp. What if we were taken to a third country and not given anything to eat or drink and die from hunger? Finally, we were able to convince our parents, and we filled the required documents and applied to come to the United States of America. By then, thousands of Bhutanese refugees were already started to going to various different countries. We did medical checkups and orientation and cleared to come to America. We were six members in our family. Among the six of us, my brother and I were scheduled to leave the refugee camp in January 13 of 2009. But my parents and little siblings had to wait for their turn. My parents even got more scared when they heard that we will be leaving them behind. So we cried from the fear of the unknown. On the January 11th of 2009 was my 23rd birthday, so we performed religious puja for 2 days and celebrated by my birthday with my family, neighbors, and friends. And we had to leave the country on January 13th. So I'm going to show you this picture. This is the picture of my family. So there are six in number, and every time I see this picture, you know, I feel like I wanted to cry because this was a picture that we took before we leave the refugee camp. So on January 13th, the International Organization of the Migration, they sent us a bus. So we went and then we had to climb on the bus and then leave the country. So I wanted to show you that IOM bus too. So here's a picture. You can see the family gathering together to say their last goodbye before leaving the refugee camp, and some are crying. So it was very sad and very emotional. And I remember that my parents, my siblings, and my other family, came to the bus stop and left home crying. I was very nervous and of leaving about my family and my parents behind, but I was, on the other hand, I was excited too. The journey then begins, and we left the refugee camp in that bus, and we came to the airport. I had never seen or flown in the plane before this, and that was my first experience. So my brother and I were sitting next to each other along the way. We cried and talked about the fear of the unknown of what's going to happen next. After that, we came to capital city of Nepal, Kathmandu. We stayed there for 5 days, and then on January 18, we're taken to airport at Kathmandu, and then after that we went to New Delhi. We had a 10 hours layover over there at New Delhi. At airport, we're given, we're in the plane and the layover. We're given the Western kind of food, which I have never, eat before or tried before, and it was very different. I was missing the food that was cooked by my mom at home, and the food that we used to eat back home and in the refugee camp. I also see a lot of people wearing different kind of dresses, different kind of clothing than that I saw in the refugee camp. After we arrived at New York, we took a plane to Syracuse. We were exhausted from the long flight. Our caseworker, along with our uncle and their family, came to pick up us at the airport. I remember getting out from the airport and feeling so cold and seeing the white thing coming down from the sky. So I had to ask my caseworker, "What is the white thing?" And he said that they're snowflakes. And I had never seen snow, and that was my first experience seeing the snow. So after that, the caseworker took us to our apartment, which was our new home. Thus, my migration journey taught me various new cultural experiences along the way, the new environment, the new food, the new places, and I learned to acclimate with the multiple languages and tradition, and then also I learned to be culturally competent. Thank you.